We've got some fresh images of 3I Atlas, a third ever interstellar object observed from Earth, currently racing through our solar system. Now, astronomers have captured that moment live, streaming in real time.
Panic rippled through the Jet Propulsion Laboratory like an electric shock. Data streams from the deep space network erupted in frenzy, then plunged into eerie silence as something savagely assaulted 3I/ATLAS. This interstellar comet, once a beacon of scientific wonder, fell prey to an enigmatic force, igniting an unprecedented NASA emergency summit. The very tapestry of our cosmic knowledge has been shredded, exposing a horrifying vulnerability in our safeguards. We're diving headfirst into the jaw-dropping truths of this catastrophe, why it's shaken the scientific world to its foundations, and why humanity now confronts a peril for which we're woefully ill-equipped. A shattered visitor. The initial readings were bewildering, almost surreal. Telemetry captured a colossal, split-second energy surge, akin to a stellar explosion, trailed by a brutal deceleration that screamed violence. In an instant, the comet's tail, a stunning green and blue plume extending hundreds of thousands of miles, shattered into a turbulent dust storm, dispersing across the void. This wasn't a slow erosion from solar winds or a soft gravitational tug. This was a ruthless, orchestrated demolition. Signals from remote probes tasked with dissecting its makeup and origins blinked out. 1 second, flawless intel. The next, total pandemonium. The most mind-blowing revelation? This defied every catalogued natural cosmic event. For generations, astronomers have mapped myriad solar system bodies, from rugged asteroids to frozen comets, mastering their mechanics, paths, and quirks. But the ambush on 3I/ATLAS unveiled something utterly alien. It was as if an invisible fist had smashed a delicate moth in mid-soar. The energy unleashed was staggering, clocking in at thousands of megatons of TNT, comparable to the estimated 100 million megatons from the Chicxulub impact that doomed the dinosaurs. Yet no harbingers, no solar flares, no wandering black holes, nothing our forecasts anticipated. Data revealed clear collision marks, but from what phantom? Space's expanse stretches light years, rendering such clashes statistically negligible, to say the least. 3I/ATLAS, hurtling at around 124,000 miles per hour, over 200,000 kilometers per hour, was a solitary nomad. The odds of a blind side hit by a sizable object, especially one undetected beforehand, were vanishingly slim, practically non-existent. What folks often miss is the target's heft. 3I/ATLAS, an interstellar comet, wasn't a mere speck. Estimates pegged it at up to 20 kilometers across, a hefty slab of ancient ice and rock weighing over 33 billion tons. To pulverize that mass demanded a massive collider at breakneck speed or an energy beyond our grasp. The event's abruptness offered no alerts, no evasion window. It was a stellar sucker punch, a ferocious spectacle in the hushed arena of space. Processed images from the debris unveiled a comet not just fractured, but eviscerated. Its once cohesive core now a swarm of major chunks spiraling away, encircled by trillions of glittering ice flecks catching faint solar rays. It mimicked a galactic blast, minus the radiation hallmarks of an inner eruption. The cosmos brims with shocks, but this one reeked of intent, almost precision-targeted. The swift collapse screamed external aggression, a sharp, mighty strike. The query wasn't whether it was struck, but by what and how. This wasn't a whisper of cosmic grit. It was a cataclysmic onslaught. The enigma of this unseen assailant persists, spurring a frantic quest for clarity. The baffling saga of the 3I/ATLAS incident amplified the intrigue. Scientists have long been captivated by interstellar wanderers, those scarce voyagers from remote stars. 3I/ATLAS, like forebears 1I/Oumuamua, discovered 2017, and 2I/Borisov, 2019, offered a golden chance to probe extrasolar matter. These rarities bear secrets of alien stars and worlds. As an active comet with outgassing and a vivid tail, it was prime for scrutiny. Oumuamua, that odd cigar-like enigma, sparked frenzy for lacking cometary signs, though nature eventually explained it. 3I/ATLAS was a classic comet, until it ceased to be. What elevates this is not mere ruin, but the void of rationale. Comet or asteroid fractures typically have culprits: solar proximity or planetary gravity strains, like Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9's tidal breakup before slamming Jupiter in 1994. But 3I/ATLAS roamed far from heavy hitters, gliding through our system's fringes, about 420 million miles from Earth, past Mars' realm. At that remove, sunlight couldn't trigger such apocalypse, no potent gravity fields to shred it. A lone interstellar drifter, seemingly shielded from routine perils until its sudden doom. The absent detectable striker adds chills. Our scopes and radars are razor-sharp, spotting softball-sized orbs in Earth orbit and bigger beasts afar. For a destroyer to wreak havoc and evaporate traceless implies tech eons ahead or an ultra-rare physics quirk. The untold truth, even titans like Hubble and James Webb, gazing to time's dawn, spied NADA nearing 3I/ATLAS, pre-strike. Present, then obliterated. Throngs obsess over alien craft theories. While science favors nature, 3I/ATLAS's extremes stretch norms. The pinpoint energy in the debris hints at directionality, not random buckshot. Concentrated fury. No lingering gravity or EM echoes deepens the puzzle, as if the culprit hit and vanished, bequeathing only wreckage. This compels a deep query. What if space isn't so vacant or tame? We pour billions into defense, tracking NEOs. NASA's FY 2025 planetary defense budget request alone hit $276.6 million, funding surveys and deflection tests like DART. But this wasn't NEO turf, an extrasolar guest far out, felled by the unknowable. Overlooked, our defenses presume visibility and traceability. This exposes undetectable threat classes. Ramifications ripple past one comet, probing cosmic security's essence. Now, how to shield against phantoms. A gathering storm. NASA's crisis huddle was no cerebral confab. It was a maelstrom of dread and frantic plotting. Director Thorne, famed for steely poise, stalked the chamber, voice taut. Screens blared crimson alerts, not of Earth peril, but shattered cosmic illusions. "We are not prepared," she hammered, words leaden. The crux wasn't 3I/ATLAS's end, but its inscrutable how. Prepping for unseen, unfathomable foes. The assembly brimmed with astrophysics elites, defense gurus, theorists. Their typical lively spars yielded to grave hush. Ideas surged and sank in stark realism. Launching probes to the debris, millions of miles distant, demanded months or years, even with top rockets. By then, fragments too scattered, clues frigid. Retrospective data dives, sifting archival scopes for blips, a cosmic needle hunt, yet vital. The blitz highlighted blind spots. Our stellar gear, from Chandra to ground giants, hunts familiar signs. Light, rays, lensing, heat. 3I/ATLAS's ambusher left zilch, a spectral glitch, overlooked. Our tech, awe-inspiring, bows to physics we know. If beyond, it's invisible, shocking. Planetary defense investments, robust, target knowns, asteroids, comets, flares. We nurture deflection tactics, nascent but promising. But if threats defy recognition, a paradigm quake. Space, once vast and lawful, now looms erratic, maybe antagonistic. The meat wasn't solutions, it was owning a seismic riddle. Savants, once model-assured, stared into info abyss. "We are not prepared" wasn't woe. It was a fierce plea for cosmic reckoning. It evoked Earth's vulnerability to stealth strikes sans alert. This bolt has us rethinking our stellar hood. The savage ambush of 3I/ATLAS demands we broaden beyond standard threats. Interstellars are scarce, mere handfuls confirmed, born of stellar chaos, ejected via gravity whips or crashes, ultimate space gypsies. For one to perish in our system, not by sun or worlds but unseen might, births a dread new phenomenon class. Crowds crave alien civ tales. While tempting, science scours naturals, however outlandish. Dark matter clash, exotic particles in uncharted dances, micro black hole, dense speck zipping through traceless. Cosmos hides troves, our ken infantile. Tough. No natural theory nails the trifecta of abruptness, power, evidence drought. Untold. Our system, vast yet vacant seeming, is a barrage zone. Dust, pebbles, occasional boulders. We grasp these, tracking thousands of NEOs. But interstellars hail from foreign realms, perhaps packing surprises or mingling with unmodeled void elements. Overlooked. Our know-how's solar-centric. Interstellar gulfs, billions wide, uncharted wilds. Future space stakes? If void lurks with ambushes, how secure Mars jaunts or distant abodes? Mars trek, hundreds of millions of miles, daunting enough. Star hops, billions distant, if traps await. Not curiosity, core test to exploration, safety. Shocking, this underscores tech limits. We peer eons with Webb, rover Mars for life echoes, Voyager's 40-plus year, billion-mile odyssey to heliopause. Yet a 20-kilometer comet, global doom potential, raised in our yard by undetectable force pre, mid, post-event. Mildly, defenses hinge on visibility. This was mute, unseen, untold, blind to non-reflective, non-radiant unknowns. Guards eyeing one gate while foes wall phase. Imperative, radical detectors for gravity whispers or exotic particles, now elusive. 3I/ATLAS's brutal end spawns disquiet. Is our cosmic block riskier than dreamed? Lurks the striker still? Like and subscribe to unearth more stellar enigmas.